Hello everyone, in this video we will continue of our example of grouping the data by department. Now let's say we want the department having total salary greater than $300,000. So in this case we have in this example 3 departments. We just want to find out which all departments have a salary greater than $300,000. So we want to put a filter and we now can use a new clause called the having clause to do this. So it helps us filter data coming from the output group by command. This will be very similar query to the previous one. Let's copy this one. So we have select sum salary as total salary and we want the department from user details, group by department, and we are going to add one more clause here, having total salary greater than 300 and semicolon and enter. So notice what I'm doing here. I am trying to filter the results coming out of this group by query, and as you can see here there are only 2 departments left, sales and marketing, which have a total salary greater than 300. And also we have strategy, which has a total salary greater than $300,000. Next, let's say I want to sort this final result in descending order of total salary. So I can use the order by clause. So what I will do is I will have the same query and write order by total salary, and I want a descending sorting. Let's copy this. So everything is the same. We are going to here add order by total salary and we want in descending order and semicolon and enter. So as you see on the screen, we have got the departments in decreasing order of total salary. And only those departments are displayed whose total salary is greater than $300,000. Next, I want, along with total salary, the average salary, and average salary will have a column in this table. So I'm talking about this table here you see on the screen, total salary, and I also want a column of average salary because I want to do an analysis. So what I will do is, here I will add another column on this table. I'll say this new column is average salary. So the query will be very similar to this one. So we are going to copy this. So the query will be similar to the previous one. We just need to add here one more column that's called average salary. So I will get AVG salary. And here we want it as average underscore salary and comma, and that should be the end. Let's enter. And now as you see we have 2 columns, one for total salary and one for average salary per department. Next, we have already seen that average is not a very useful important predictor of the distribution. So we may also need standard deviation to have a little bit more understanding of the distribution of salaries. So let's just put standard deviation also as a column on this table. And what we are going to do is very similar to what we have already done. We are just going to copy this and then paste it here. So here we are going to add std dev salary, and we want to save this std dev salary as standard deviation of salary as a column. And that's the query. Let's enter. Now as you see we have 3 columns, total salary, average salary, and standard deviation of the salary. So note that the complexity of query has kept on increasing, and this is a fairly complex query. This query is having aggregations, so you are having sum of salary, then you are renaming variables using the as clause. You are using some mathematical functions like sum, average, and standard deviation. Then you are rolling up data using the group by command, filtering the rolled up data using having, and finally sorting and displaying the data. We can figure some insights from the data using this final table. For example, the average sale of strategy department is greater than that of sales and marketing, and it has a higher standard deviation, which means that salaries in strategy department are not that close to each other and are not close to their mean, which in this case it's $243,000. Whereas in sales and marketing department, the salaries are on average lower, but they have a lower standard deviation, which means that the salaries in sales and marketing are very close to each other and close to their mean number, which is $113,000. Here I can further filter this query by using the where clause. So this is the entire query right now. Let's copy this. So here I'm going to focus on just the strategy department. So where department is equal to strategy, and then enter. So in this query I just want to focus on strategy, and you can write and adjust the query like that. So here you can see I've just filtered out the strategy row on the results table. Note that this is a fairly complex query we have written, and the order is important. So first we have the select, then we have all the items we want to select. In this case we have some salary, and next there may be some aggregations, some functions which you want to do. For instance, you want total salary, you want average salary, and you want standard deviation of the salary. Then you have to give the name of the table from which you want to select the data. In this case, our table is user details. Next, we have the filtering based on the where clause. Note that the where clause should come before the group by or are having clause. After the where clause, we have the rolling up of the database on group by. And finally, we have the having clause. And after that, you'll have the sorting by order and whether you want an ascending sort or a descending sort. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoy writing some complex queries here, and practice more on such queries on your machine to learn more about MySQL.